All right, he is the former undisputed UFC lightweight champion, Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira, certainly going to be in the UFC Hall of Fame as the company's most decorated finisher of all time. And no surprise, Charlie Olives has prioritized a finish in this matchup here tonight.
He always does. And I think it's that killer be killed mentality that made him so fun. You always knew, man, at some point he's going to get hurt and he's not going to get up. But during that time that he did, he was so fun. From Justin Gaethje hurting him on multiple occasions, to Michael Chandler, to everyone else kind of putting him down, to him lifting himself up and getting the victory. Tonight he will have to do that again. But he needs to be a little safer. I think if Charles Oliveira was a little smarter in the octagon, he could add some years to his fight career. Let's see if tonight we see a pivot in the approach from Do Bronx.
Well, it's got to be a judge's dream. Went the distance with Tony Ferguson in 2020, but that was his first decision fight since 2014. Killer be kill. We'll see how it goes for Charles Oliveira tonight. Born in the great nation of Georgia, here is the streaking Armenian lightweight contender, Arman Tsarukyan. And when this man has been given big opportunities by the promotion, he has absolutely busted the door down. A lot of people harken back to his fight against Islam Makhachev back in 2019. Prevailing wisdom is that that fight is going to materialize again, because since that point in time, Tsarukyan has been an absolute killer. And when he knocked out Beneil Dariush in December of 2023, he essentially made himself undeniable. He has been must-see television, all offense all the time. And again, not a lot of fellow lightweights are calling Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard asking for a fight with the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. Our tail of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira. And now he's the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world, Arman Tsarukyan.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Let's do it.
All right, here's the lightweight contender, Arman Tsarukyan, as this round gets underway. There are easier draws in a UFC debut than Islam Makhachev on short notice. He was competitive that night, and he has been largely dominant throughout his UFC lightweight career. He believes he will have both the striking and the grappling advantage in this particular matchup here tonight.
Game of inches right there. It was good night at that landed.
Trying to establish the jab early on here. Oh, pretty good technique as he lands the side kick.
Real nice technique to land that side kick. He did a great job of getting that leg up and then right to the target.
There's his jab.
Guillotine jump.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the side?
I think that's a great job. You've got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Oliveira's trying to get a triangle submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh, he's got to be careful there. Yep.
Print the shirts. Ground and pound. Oh, big shots here. Tsarukyan getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. So Charles "Dubronx" Oliveira, as well-rounded a force as we have in the game, and mixing it up pretty well here tonight.
He's mixing it up well, but there's a reason why Charles Oliveira is the most successful submission artist in UFC history. Because when you get on the ground, you are constantly under attack. Charles Oliveira on the ground is like nothing we've seen before. He has a confidence about him that when you're down there, he's going to submit you. And he has done that more times than not.
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
You're doing great. That's it. Ahí submit.
Oliveira's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Good, solid strike on the ground. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Ahí, muito bom. Senta aí, respira. Okay? Very good, man. You almost have all those submissions. You're doing really good, okay? But you got to be a little bit more patient.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
All right, round two. And he connects there. Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the BJJ player in round one, and as yet, he still hasn't attempted to take this fight to the ground.
Very surprising approach by this guy. He's so good on the ground. I would have expected him to try to get into the ground earlier in the fight. But as we go on, it's starting to become very clear that that is not the game plan tonight.
Tsarukyan going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. And right now it's starting to show.
Well, he's got his back now. Oliveira's in half guard. Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Well, he postures up again and delivers another big ground and pound strike. Beautiful sequence there by Oliveira. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter. Nice transition.
Oliveira's pass is denied. We approach the 2-minute mark in round two. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Oliveira.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger. Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Oliveira's right back to the full mount here.
He's got to be careful here.
20 seconds left. Nice job to reverse position there on the ground, and now we'll see what he can do with the dominant position. Tsarukyan's back in half guard. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. All right, that's the end of round number 2.
All right, listen, you did good that round, but I need you to do a little bit better. I need you to avoid that takedown, okay? Let's not worry about the knees. Let's not worry about the strikes.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5.
Oh, man.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Useful strike there. The hook is clean. Tries the flying knee to no avail. That's a perfect scramble right there. Beautiful transition. Hook in the clinch there by Oliveira.
Relax. Keep your hands up for me now.
Just missed with the left there.
Ooh, big shot lands.
3 minutes to go in round 3.
Hold your ground. I need you to go forward.
Oh, collar tie. Immediately gets the underhook.
The fighters separate.
Oliveira doing the right things defensively. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
Hands higher.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Just misses with the straight right. Tsarukyan is now dealing with a cheek cut.
He's got to try to finish here.
Back to the feet now.
Boom! Big jab. There you go. There you go. Big right hook there by the champ. In the half guard.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Oh, it's tight.
He's got it locked in.
Wow, he gets out and now reverses position.
Beautiful submission defense by this guy. He was constantly under attack.
Grappler's delight tonight.
Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees up.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
You ready to fight? You ready?
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5, and this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart, we'll see who has the upper.
You feel pretty good in round number 5, Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Nice short uppercut in the clinch by Tsarukyan.
Oh, guillotine, guillotine here.
That guillotine is tight.
This is it. This has to be the end.
Oh, hang on a second, he escapes.
What a tremendous job. You saw his hands immediately go to the inside. Attack the lock, create some space, roll to your back, give up the mount, but live to fight another day.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
This is where he wants to be.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important. He's going Kimura now.
Oh, looks like he's got that submission locked in.
Starting to get deep. Oh, he puts his knee on belly. Oh, nice.
That's it.
Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut.
Nice shot there by the champ. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
All right, buddy, take a deep breath. Listen, he's getting a little too close with these submission attempts. I want this off the ground. I need you to keep it standing for me.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. He lands with the left. Right over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
A swing.
Oh, he's wobbling now.
Single. Tsarukyan gets up. He is back on the feet here.
They're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides.
Tsarukyan goes for the clinch here. Looks like he's trying to recover. He was stunned a little bit earlier. Let's see if he can get a respite here. Obvious redness on the right side of his body. Oh, nice judo toss for him there.
Darce choke tip here. That Darce is tight. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Tsarukyan ground and pound from half guard. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, might be able to get his leg here, and he does. Heel hook looks tight. Oh, he bails on the submission now. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Protect your neck.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 50-44, and 50-44. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
All right, so we congratulate Charles Oliveira on yet another UFC win, but this one, somewhat surprisingly, by decision, he goes to the cards.
So many thought that Charles Oliveira, if taken into deep water, could not last. He has shown time and time again now, submission, knockout, or decision, it'll be hard to beat Du Bronx. Congrats on the massive victory to Charles Oliveira.